get going. Is that all right with you?
Thank you. Yeah, that's always fun.
Is that all right?
I don't mind.
Greg is my co-host. He's my doll.
Yeah.
So
Speak. Go ahead. Do your thing.
we have Miss May from Luxurious Beauty Studios,
Yeah.
Luxurious Beauty Academy,
Yes.
located right here down the block. She's our neighbor.
That's right.
As you can see, she's gorgeous.
Oh, thank
And
you.
she's going to talk about all the different things that she does in her studio. And we're hoping that she's going to make us beautiful later.
Absolutely. Well, you're already beautiful.
Oh, good answer, Samantha. She's good.
Yes, I'm just
You
gonna.
are good.
And before you leave, because you're going to be going, this is your bread. We give
Oh,
bread to everyone on the show
I
because we
appreciate
build
it.
relationships.
Well,
And that's
thank
your
you.
bread too.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my
Yes,
God,
we
pretty.
are Luxurious Beauty Studios located at 368 Hempstead Avenue. And we do everything from teeth whitening to laser hair removal, full body waxing, anything that has to do with skincare. We have a Botox party every month. So we have a doctor that specializes in
I
injections,
definitely want to go for
injectables.
that.
Oh, you
I need
oh,
Botox.
you would
Literally.
so
I
benefit
got a
from it.
Chinese phone book
Oh.
in the forehead.
Men are welcomed. Ladies,
Are
bring your
they? Are
husband.
they really?
Absolutely. Yes, we service men, women, children, even. If you have those teenagers now with the masks, they're breaking out a lot. That affects their self esteem. And we can help you with that. So bring them over. We do eyelash extensions, brow lamination,
That's
a
something I
whole
need.
array of beauty
Yeah, my God.
services.
You
No
got a
eyelashes.
customer
I have no
already.
eyelashes.
Oh, yes. And we
And
do not only eyelash extensions, but also eyelash lift and tint. If you're more of
whoa.
like a natural gal and you don't really want to extend them, you can play around with the tint and the lift as
Wait,
well.
wait, wait.
So
Were you talking about the eyelashes?
the
Wow.
eyelashes, yes,
I heard one of the young ladies came in here. Is this true? I don't know if it was true or not, but you could use mink. Is that
absolutely,
true?
yes, and that's
She
a
had
real
mink, and I
animal
was like,
fur.
and I told her, I said, "Is that real?" So I swear to you, I said, "Can I touch it?" And I touched it, and I mean, I really wouldn't know. Like, it was just that.
Yeah,
But you have to do that constantly. You have to maintain that, right? It's
every
not like
two
something you
to
can.
3 weeks. Yep, but you can keep them for
Whoa.
years and years, like the nails. You ladies know about the nails. You get your
Yes, well, mine
extensions
look
done.
bad today, but
Well, yeah. Well, if you add nail extensions, you can keep them from years and years and years, but you
Mhm.
do need to keep up with them every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
And men have skin. When you said you have men,
Men have
that's my biggest
Yeah,
thing.
skin.
Men have skin. No, but men don't
men
usually
have
take
skin.
care of their
Men-
skin and go to these kinds of places. Although it's
yes,
more visible now that they do, right?
exactly. I mean, men do forget that they have skin. Guys, you have skin and you have teeth.
And teeth,
Yes,
right?
you need to. I know now with the mask it's a little hard, but hey, you need a beautiful, bright smile, and we can help you with that. We can help you with your skincare. We can help you with the production of elasticity, the collagen retention, and hydrating your skin. You need that. So come by. We'll be more than happy to see you
If
at,
they don't
at
do
our
it for themselves,
studios.
they should do it for their ladies.
Absolutely, especially now that Christmas is coming. Guys, don't complicate yourself. Trust
Oh,
me.
here we go.
Your lady wants to be
Oh.
beautiful. She wants to look amazing. And she wants to do all this for you.
It's a nice
No,
gift.
that's not always true. Listen to me. You're my wife. You come home to me. I tell you how beautiful you look. I compliment you constantly. Honestly, when you're coming, I mean, I can understand when you go out, you want to beautify yourself, but who's it really for?
It's for
I know people say it's for
you.
yourself.
It is.
No,
Yeah.
it's
It's
for
for everyone
you.
else to look. When people say that, I turn around and don't get me wrong. You really should. You shouldn't go out
Of
looking
course,
whatever.
you want to look great.
But it's true. How come when you get ready to go to sleep with your wife, and how come she doesn't get all beautified unless it's
Well,
a
it
special
depends.
occasion?
Well,
Unless
what
it's
wife
an
do you
occasion.
have? I mean,
No,
I
but
know
I
a
mean,
lot of
no,
wives that get beautified to go to
no,
sleep for
no,
their
but I mean
husband.
every night. You know what I mean? That's what I meant. I didn't mean any other way.
No, yeah, no, but seriously, guys, do book your appointment. Do get that certificate for your lady. Get that certificate for your mom. I mean, just get it for your
Well,
neighbor. Get it for
yes.
your in-laws. Just come to Luxurious Beauty Studios. Support local small
100%.
businesses.
And that's what we're all about here.
That's what it's all
100%.
about, especially during this time that we're living in right now. It is so important to keep these small businesses open. So I do encourage you to do that. Not just with Luxurious Beauty Studios, but also the G Spot.
Of course.
Okay, wait. We got to rectify
This
something.
way, yeah, it's not.
Wait a second. Wait. Look. Everybody. Oh, God, you're killing me.
Oh, I had to do a double take
No,
with
no,
that
no,
one
no,
for a
no.
second.
You know what it is? They turned around and I remember when I first opened, and I had the logo G's, And when everybody would come over or when anybody would hang out, they would say, hey, let's go to Greg's spot. Let's go to Greg's spot. Let's go to John's spot. Hey, let's go hang out. So all of a sudden, the guy turned around and made my logo and he put G's and he put spot in there. So all of a sudden I was putting it up. The guy was putting it up outside and people, there was a couple
my
said, is this a new
God.
strip bar? I
Oh,
said,
no.
take the sign down right now. Take the sign down. And that's exactly what we did. I had to take the sign down, and
Not that G.
It's
spot.
G's.
The
Thank you.
G's.
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 There we
In
go.
West Hempstead.
Thank
Because we
you.
have we have G's with the great Greg.
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
So now tell me, I just found out about the academy, and that's something I'm interested in because I coach a lot of people and kids. And so, what is the academy all about? That's now a new store you opened right next door.
That is major.
What
The
is it?
academy is definitely about empowering those young people. Why do I want to do this? I started working at the age of 13 years old, and I had 3 jobs, and I had to quit school because I came into this country to a single mom, and she was always working. So I was like, I'm gonna, get emancipated, get out there and start working at a very young age. And I got paid very minimum salaries working at restaurants and stuff. And it was very difficult for me to be a self sufficient young lady. And now I want to provide that opportunity to the young people that are up and coming, and they need income, and they need to help their parents, and they need to be self sufficient, especially as women. I'm all about women empowerment, and I just want to give the knowledge that I have acquired throughout the years. I'm obviously certified and licensed to teach. So we do have all this set up with the Board of Education here in the state of New York. And I encourage you to call our beauty studios number, which is 516 243 9508. I'm going to repeat that is 516 243 9508. Call, ask for information. It's basically a 2-day program where you will become a certified eyelash extensions technician. And this will open up so many doors and possibilities to have a financial stable future for you. And this is not only for young ladies, this is also for young men as well, because we have barbers that are women, barbers that are men.
Mhm.
Sometimes with the eyelash community and the eyelash world and business, people think that you have to be a woman to be an eyelash extension a professional. But no, you can be a man and get certified and be very successful.
And men get eyelash extensions?
Well, you
No,
have
I'm
to be
just
very
asking.
much in touch
Come
with
on,
your
what-
feminine
come on,
side.
Thank you. Right. If you're super in touch with your feminine
Yeah, exactly. So
but that's not something.
No, but you can offer it. You can practice.
a lot of men probably get
Yeah,
them. That
a lot of men.
Well-
What kind of men you know?
different kind of men. I mean,
Look,
that want to be that way.
Okay.
Right, that want to be that way. Now the world is very open.
Yeah, right.
That's
right?
what I
And,
meant. That's what I
we,
meant.
We can't really
Yeah, but
question that.
Yeah,
If
that's,
someone
no,
comes
that's fine. I
in-
mean, that's fine. Jim.
Right.
It's like my mother used to. She was an esthetician, so she had it was called Jolie Skincare. God rest her soul. And I got to tell you, sometimes I don't know what that waxing thing is like. And she said there was a guy that used to come in, and she goes, he was like an ape, really sort of.
Oh,
He would
God.
Oh
go-
my goodness.
He would go like every 2 weeks, and I said, "Mom, what are you talking about?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'd have to wax front and back."
Ugh.
And I'm
Mm.
sitting there going, "Whoa!" And I remember my mother put a little bit. I'm not that much of a hairy person at all, but she put a little bit on and ripped it. I was screaming like, "Oh my God!"
Wasn't there
I
a
don't know how
movie? Wasn't there a movie with don't recall his name that they tore off? They
Oh
put-
yeah, that's
Yes.
Oh, my
it's
God.
a 40-year-old virgin.
Yes,
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
But
Yeah.
it's funny because that is very true. We do have a lot of big men that
Macho,
come in and they're
yeah.
macho. And then I'm like, okay, time to wax.
Look,
He's
they're
like,
screaming, right? And they're screaming,
yes,
right?
but now there's another option for that, which is laser hair removal. And that's major. That's another service that we offer that is good for men and women.
And
Why?
you do that for the eyebrows?
Everybody has hair. Yeah, I mean, we could do waxing for the eyebrows.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
laser is more for like the full body.
See, I have the grays. A lot of the grays.
That will be
And she's got the
tinting.
mustache.
And the mustache.
Oh, we'll take care of
He's
that
always yelling
mustache.
about my
And then you
mustache.
and then you get a long
I have
with a
one
long-
right here, right? It's right here. I'm waiting.
And it's like you can't help it. You know what? I'm sorry.
Hey,
It's very, very difficult when you turn around, you're talking to somebody and that long hair. is
here,
falling
pull it
out.
out. I got one right here, right now for you.
Oh
You got
my
the tweezers.
God, you guys
It's
are
waiting
so
for you.
funny. Oh,
He,
God.
he does a lot of things for me. Very
One
very
zap,
nice. Yeah,
one
he's a
zap
helper.
will take care of that. At
One
Luxurious
zap.
Beauty
Yeah, I got
Studios.
one right here.
One
Laser is amazing.
laser is the best thing since sliced bread.
And
It
you're
would be nice if I could laser like, but you can't do that.
I could do that absolutely.
she can do
It'll be
anything.
permanent. I'll do any. No,
Whoa.
wait, no.
I think I
See,
can
you
get
can.
sick right now. My throat is a little parched.
No. This is not the G spot route.
No. This is everything and nothing Long
No.
Island.
Everything in the extremely professional. Well, guys,
Okay.
thank you so much for having me on your show. It has been so much fun, and I really, truly hope to see all of you soon at
So wait a
Luxurious
second. So
Beauty
wait, what are your
Studios.
hours? What are your hours?
Absolutely. Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. However, Mondays we're opening until Christmas, so you guys can get in there, get all your services done.
Very very
So
nice.
maybe I'll get one eyelash. Thanks.
Only
And
one.
is it true you
Just
serve
one.
champagne sometimes for special events?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
for
that's
the
what I thought.
Botox party. So if you
Yeah.
want some champagne, come on by. The next Botox party is December 19th, and we will
Really?
be absolutely.
And you actually have to get the Botox though. You just
You
can't
don't
come for
have
the
to. No,
champagne.
you
can
don't
you?
have to. You can
Yeah,
come
but
for the
see, like I saw my
champagne.
friend that had it, and he couldn't move. Like every time he talked, and he was smiling, and he smiled, and his just didn't move.
He was paralyzed. But we
Yeah,
don't do that. We do not leave you looking like you're stuck in a
Yeah, you know what I mean.
windpipe.
You see, yeah, like a
No,
wind tunnel. Like,
no.
you know what I mean?
It's very professional, very natural. Please come by December 19th. Come by for free champagne, meet the doctor, meet me, and I would love to just, I don't know, salute you, I guess, because now with the pandemic it's very difficult. But do come by. I would love to meet you.
Then this is a certified doctor.
It
that's
is
going to be there.
a
Okay.
certified
That's
professional.
Okay,
great.
well,
That's
we'll
great.
be down and we're having something here Saturday if you want to stop by outside.
Oh, excellent.
It's
Very
Toys
nice.
for Tots
Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll
and Rescuing
definitely by.
Families. So stop
Oh,
by.
Yes, on
And we're
behalf of
neighbors. And we're
Yep.
neighbors.
yes,
It's
on
good to
behalf of
know.
Luxurious Beauty Studios, I will be here. What time is the event?
Well, inside is 9, outside is 10. So
PM?
no, AM.
AM.
Saturday
Okay.
morning. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's early.
Excellent.
Could bring a gift if you
Early,
want.
early.
Oh,
That's
we
early.
will.
Yeah,
On
unwrap
behalf of
toys.
Luxurious Beauty
Early.
Studios. Thank you so much.
Thank you
No,
for
thank you,
coming, and
thank
I'm
you,
going to
thank
be
you.
down to talk to you further about the academy.
Excellent. Thank you so
I'm
much.
going to talk to
Good
Greg
meet
about
y'all.
that
Not getting
too.
waxed.
Yes, you are.
Oh God, he'll be screaming.
Oh,
Man,
God.
just the thought of that. Oh my God.
All right, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for
so much.
coming.
Take care, honey.
And I'll be in touch. All right,
All right.
honey.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
All
much.
right. All right, guys. Well, we had a little bit of a different opening today because we had this lovely Miss May who was really. I'm so glad she came, aren't you, Greg?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely,
she's a sweetheart, and she's right. She's our neighbor, and the new partition that she's building is very interesting because
You know, I pass
training
by it all the time.
people.
I pass by it all the time, and I had no clue. I mean, it's right down the block from where I live.
Yeah, I
Right down the
know.
block, so
That's what I
I
thought
was
you were going to
wondering
say. I
what I was
know
wondering.
her.
No, because you know what it is, and I just must have seen her evidently when she was probably building it or just back and forth. Take care, hon. Be good. Be safe. All right. And so for me, it was like I just didn't know what it was. You know, and then finally when I saw the awning, everything was really. I mean, it looks really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful inside.
So
So yeah, I stopped in. Yeah, that's how we met, and I was like shocked. And then when she added this extra store on the corner, I was like, gee, that's great. She's going to teach people, how to start their own business.
That's a great idea for people.
Especially the kids they graduate from school, but they don't want to go to college and they don't really know which way to turn. It's like an added income. They could still go back to college, do it on the side.
Yeah, but it's not easy.
Well,
That's
you got to
very-
learn
No, that's a very difficult
certification.
very difficult field. It really
Yes.
is. I mean, to any little thing, don't forget you're dealing with somebody's face.
Well,
or body,
that's
whatever it
true. You
is.
gotta
So
be
that's something
careful.
You got to really
Yeah.
be careful on. A
Yeah.
friend. I didn't get a chance to tell her, but I know there was a friend of mine that had the Botox thing. And listen, you know what? I'm all for whatever makes anybody feel good about themselves,
Hmm.
just in general. And they did it, but they must have hit something. And
Botched
kinda
it?
Like, yeah,
He
kinda,
got
yeah,
paralyzed.
hit
See, that's
hit a nerve. And
that's
listen, I mean, look, you know what?
That's
But I
scary.
always say this. You have millions of people that do whatever it is. I don't care if they do the Botox lip or boobs or behind, whatever it is. You're gonna have some flaws. You're gonna have, some botched up things. But when you when you look at the picture overall, it's like hip replacement. You sit there and they turn out, oh no, but I heard. You're only hearing the bad stories. But you
Right.
have millions of people that have the hip replacement and
And
majority, you
Are
know,
good.
is
and
good.
it's
And
always that one big
right, and that's
apple
what, but that's the
that
one everybody wants
ruins
to
it
focus
for
on,
right,
and that's why I
right.
turn around. I'm like, when
And
people say things, I'm like,
that's in anything though.
you know,
One bad apple will
Right.
ruin.
That's
yeah,
very true.
So you have to be educated in anything.
right,
You
right,
have to
right,
be
right, right.
Well,
educated and
that's
enlightened in anything
that's very
before you go
true.
forward.
Yeah,
Well,
you,
you know,
you know,
that's everything, you know.
you know what I even forgot? I even forgot my glasses.
You forgot your
Yeah,
glasses?
my glasses. I don't know.
I have a pair over there I could
No, no, it's fine.
grab for you. Well, this is Lucille Messina. I didn't get a chance to introduce her
Right, right, right,
properly.
right.
I
Sorry,
know
we
you
And
had
do.
to.
yeah, sorry
We had
about
to.
that.
No, no. Listen, this is. Thank you for having me. I
Paris,
appreciate
grab my glasses over there,
I
please.
appreciate
Thanks.
your.
We're going
Thank
to
you.
talk about your book, Waiting to Hear Mama, and I see you brought some nice pictures, and we're going to talk about it, but we're going to go through our usual start of the show because we had to change it up today a little
That's
bit.
fine. Sometimes change is good, right?
Oh, yes. It's
Otherwise,
very good.
It gets very.
It's very good. I'm
boring.
actually looking at the new screen, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I can't see it.
adorable.
I can't see it from here,
Thank
but
you.
Right.
It looks great.
look at that.
I really like it. I love it.
He's
Very, very
phenomenal.
nice.
Paris is phenomenal.
Barris is the greatest. He really is.
Oh. Which glasses? He has
I
multiple
don't care.
pairs.
Yeah, at this point,
We have both.
we'll
We
be
have both.
happy
I'm just
just
kidding.
He'll use them
grab them
both.
both.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so
So today is a few
Let's see.
different things.
Yeah, so this is,
God,
I
it's
guess,
so much
really a different take than the cosmetic field. This is
Oh
going
yeah,
into
but
a whole.
we talk about everything on this show, everything and nothing, Long Island, and positivity, mostly positivity. We
excellent.
sometimes we have a sad day, but we get the good thing out of the sad day. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
this is sort of, I guess, where this might be heading.
Yeah, no, but look everything that you're doing. I mean, we're interested to hear about everything that you're doing because
So anyway, today's National Pearl Harbor.
yes,
Remembrance Day.
It's also
yes,
Sad.
correct.
It's sad. It really is. But I understand you have to respect it. And then is National Cotton Candy Day. You know, I got to tell you, I didn't like cotton candy so much when I was a kid because, you know,
It would-
it's great when you eat it, but then my hands,
It's with like
it was so
everything.
sticky, and then plus you're a kid, you play in dirt and whatever, and so I was a wreck. I really was. I was a wreck, so I stopped eating that. And then you have rhubarb. You know, Ricky and a very dear friend of mine, Ricky. She lives in Howard Beach, and her husband passed away. My dearest friend Eddie, and she loved rhubarb. And
I
I'm
don't
like,
think I've
what
ever
is
had it.
is it a
I
fruit?
don't think
most
I've
people
never
really
had.
never.
I've
Yeah,
never-
and I got to tell you, not many places make it. But I mean, it's tart. It's a little tart, and I don't like anything that's
Nah,
tart. You
not
see what I
that's
mean? I don't
not.
like anything
Yeah, I
that's
like
tart,
vegetables, but
you know.
not the
But
tart
it was
ones.
National Rhubarb Vodka Day. I mean, I don't know anything about that part with the adding the vodka.
I guess
But,
Well,
some
that might
you
be
know,
interesting.
that might sound a little, that sounds a
Okay,
little
now
better,
you're
you know?
talking.
Right? And Sky One record.
I don't know what that
was-
is.
I don't
So
know
don't
that.
throw that because I
No.
need
Yeah,
it though.
And,
Pearl Harbor is enough. I think.
But is, I'm sorry.
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, right, that was enough,
That's
I have a in Kiwanis. Whenever we have a meeting, and at the end of the meeting, we have happy dollars, what we call. So everyone gives $1, 5, 10, 20 for whatever you're happy for. And if there's a sad dollar, you put a sad dollar and say for a death or whatever. So I'm calling it a happy dollar. I have Gloria. She's like my mom, and she's Jennifer's mom, and she went to the hospital. And I'm really, really glad, Mom, that you're feeling better and that you're going to be home. And you know what? I got to tell you, this woman is so amazing that when she was in the hospital, she texted her daughter to tell her daughter, "Don't forget, you tell Greg when I get out that I'm gonna make you rice pudding." And to
Oh,
think the
Oh.
woman's in the hospital,
that's what she's thinking of.
and I'm like, wow, how could you not love a woman like that?
That's
Yeah,
true.
you know, it's just she really is. She's
Well,
something.
she's a doll.
She really, really is.
Mm.
And I'm glad you're coming home today. So let me just give my little morning shout outs, which is Michael. How you doing, buddy? And Marilyn, and then Bob. Oh, Denise, good morning, love. I know this week I said I would come see you. So I will see you this week. Don't know when, but even maybe later today, I'll try and stop by. And Bob, good morning, Bob. Mr. D'Amato, how are you, buddy? Saba, good morning. Oh, Saba got up a little early to watch the show. She's been very busy doing so many things. David, how you doing, buddy? Susan, you know what? I
Look at
always
the
say this woman
table.
is a class act. I don't think I've ever met a woman that's like her.
Yeah.
And with no motive, she turns around. She was the one that brought the lady to me. And then she also brought this beautiful plane, which everyone could see. You really can't see it. But
And also she has. I got my red my
that's,
red cardinal from my husband.
that's not yours.
No, I have one and you have
Take
one.
mine.
That's mine. I bought it from
No,
home.
you didn't. I just brought mine from here.
No, it's probably still in your bag. I just.
I swear
All
to
right,
you,
This
gonna
is
be a fight.
mine.
You sure?
Yes, I just brought
No,
it
you
in from
didn't.
home.
It
No.
should be in my bag.
It is. Go see.
I
I brought this from home. She bought it
Better
for
be.
me,
I'll
guys.
tell you right
It's
now.
my red cardinal
Oh,
in
you
honor
lucky.
of
Okay.
my
Oh, you're lucky.
husband.
You're right. You're right.
Okay,
You're right.
so we got two now.
Right.
One for my
Sorry,
husband
Susan. Sorry,
and
man.
one for your mom.
That's right. My dad is my dad.
And I got a Christmas tree
Ain't no
too.
touching.
Look at how cute that is. Isn't that sweet?
It's beautiful right there.
Yeah, thank you, Susan. It looks beautiful on the table.
And if you could see this, it has.
Wow.
It says it's like a hologram. Thing.
Oh,
It's
I
really,
didn't
really
see
nice.
that.
It's really, really. Yeah,
She's
it's really-
amazing, this
she's really
lady.
good.
I
swear to you,
didn't
she
know.
just-
I would have.
It's not
tried
too
to-
late to bring something. Don't get me wrong. You can mail it or just drop it off.
Close
Always
enough.
open.
This,
Don't worry.
these are beautiful.
Yeah, this is really special. She really put thought into
I know
this.
that's why I love her because she's such a class.
That everybody has different
You know?
signs.
Yeah.
And
So,
Well, my husband always loved the red cardinals, so that was very sweet. So he's with us, and your mom is with us for the next
just
few
said my
shows.
father.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
It's okay.
didn't realize
That
it.
was my father. My mother's always with us. Thank you. Though.
All
Very
right, I'm
sweet.
sorry.
And
Okay.
then she writes, Susan, good morning, morning. Oh, Teresa, good morning, Emmanuel. How are you? Tammy, I'm really glad you've been watching the show a lot. I hope everybody's well. I hope the family's well. Send my love to everyone. Eddie, good morning. Good morning. How are you, buddy? And Claudia, good morning, Claudia. Susan, beautiful individual, a long time. In my shop years ago okay. Jennifer, how are you, sweetie? Mary Frances Boyd. You know what? I think I must be dying or something because I can't believe this woman's watching now. She's really, really busy and she's doing well now. I could tell she's up and around. She had
Oh,
some difficulties.
yes.
Yeah, you remember her?
Yeah, I
And
can't wait to see her.
Yeah, she'll be around. And Susan, look, she goes, I love the background. Andrea, good morning. Shelly, and another Michael, Liv. Oh, look, this is my daughter, Liv Kajus, Valentina. Don't you know what yours is always his by now? All right there, Liv. Enough. Okay. That's my daughter. That's my daughter.
Oh, how
But,
cute.
yeah. And then I know I missed a few, but if I did miss a few,
All right.
I'll get back to you.
Well, we have a special birthday to little Nora, Jerry's granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
Happy
okay.
birthday,
Happy
Nora,
birthday.
and happy birthday, Ronnie Guilfoyle, club member, and Lori Hyman, club member. And we have a shout out for the man in the Apple store in Roosevelt Field. His name is Charlie Greenberg. He had the enjoyment of me walking the mall.
Lucky.
I had to walk the mall to pick up a gift. I could hardly move when I finally got in there.
Right.
And I said, listen, think of your grandmother and think of me. There was a line out the door.
Right.
And he said, oh, ma'am, I'll help you. He got me my package right away. And Charlie Greenberg, he's a
That's what
dog.
we need, more kindness.
Apple.
If,
Yeah,
if
that's
everybody
right.
just tries to one
And
act
then-
of kindness
and-
per
and
day.
then-
Do one every day.
I had a
Just one every
problem
day.
because
You
I
always
was
do.
exhausted from walking so much. And the policeman, badge 3007, Dominic Montemori, he helped me. He said, I'll go get your car for you.
Oh my goodness!
But
But
he-
that is above and beyond.
He
That's-
carried my bags out to the
She
car.
uses that. She was just trying. What's his name?
No, I was
What's his name?
exhausted.
What's
I
his name?
was.
What's
His name was Dominic, Italian.
Tell me she wasn't trying to pick you up.
Well, he was
Dominic,
young.
That's the only reason why she had you carry the bag.
But
She
I'm
could get that
calling.
shot.
I'm calling the boss over at the police and telling him about him because he was really a great guy. But I didn't make him get the car. But he did carry my bags out to the car, which was very sweet.
That's-
So it was a day at the mall. I haven't been to the mall in a long time, and it was a little scary, but they were very nice. So that was what happened to me on the weekend. That was kind of funny. And Jerry's daughter, who I was picking up the gift for, was like, "Good seeing him. I owe you." I'm like, "Yeah, you do."
She loves that.
Because now you have to be careful. Instead of going and picking up is one thing, but if you order with these
The lines.
the porch pirates that are now taking things. I mean, this is what I've read.
Porch pirates?
That,
That's
that,
something
that
to-
when they get things delivered, if you get things
Well,
delivered, you got to be careful.
They caught the woman. It was funny you mentioning that. There was a woman who she was an Amazon driver. She took the package, took the picture, and moved that one. Took another package, took the picture. You know, because they're supposed to take
Right,
pictures.
show it
To
right.
show, right? And then after she took the pictures, She picked up all 3 packages and walked away. It's like
Oh,
everybody's got home cameras. Everybody
well,
has
that's
something.
true.
So
You
That's
got to
just
be
you got to be
careful.
super
That's
careful.
just
You know,
That
awful.
is very
you really,
true.
really do.
So, Miss Lucille, mother of a very medically fragile child, and you traveled to a lot of different places with her. You have a book called Waiting to Hear Mama. Look at this book. It's
It's
beautiful. I love the way it looks, easy to read. And the reason that you
I
wrote
love
this
the cover.
book, why did you write the book?
Well, I I don't want to get emotional already, but I wanted to help others survive adversity, survive the struggles of being a parent to a medically fragile child. What happened? What would be if your child couldn't say daddy or
Yeah.
your child couldn't say mommy?
Oh yeah.
There's many families, many parents that may never get to hear that from their child because of their severity. And what my husband and I what we went through, I wanted to I wanted to help other families. First, I wanted to help also professionals to walk in the shoes of parents who have children who are severely are very severe. And I had gone. Well, first of all, let's go back a step. I after I retired, I wanted to give back, and I volunteered. I was a president of a cerebral palsy auxiliary, CP Nassau, for a good about 6 7 years. And after that, I said, well, what else could I do to give back? And I got signs. Talking about, I got some signs. I said, okay, should I write about my experience? I went to the library. I couldn't find anything coming from a parent what they went through because a therapist is going to try to help a parent if they're not walking in that parent's
Right.
shoes.
I always say
how
that.
how
Yeah,
are
I
they
love that.
supposed to know when to call when that parent is at
That's
their
right.
end of their rope,
Wits,
That's
right.
when they're
right.
at the
That's
end of their
right.
rope, when they're ready to jump in front of that
That's right.
train, when they're ready to give up and take their life? I said, I got to help them. I have to give my experience and try to help them survive and realize that there is hope. um, it took me almost 7 years to write this. I,
Wow.
I went to a workshop, and they wanted fairness. They wanted me to write, like, for example, I went into Jacqueline's room to get her dressed in the morning, and they would go, no. I go home. I say, I got to rewrite this chapter. My husband would walk past, see me crying, and he says, you're rewriting. I said, yes. I said, I'd open the door. This is the rewrite, basically. I open the door. I walk quietly over to the crib, pull back the covers. Is she breathing? Do I have her for another day?
Right.
And
Yeah.
this is what the there-ness was. So after almost 6 7 years, I had a book signing scheduled. Well, I was paired up with Cerebral Palsy Nassau, and we were going to have a book signing at Barnes and Noble in Cole Place. I was ecstatic. Of course, after going through the expense of getting this book published and edited and everything, I went to the manager and I said, "Okay, I'm ready." It was in June, and I had my Facebook page, which is a Special Child Press. Please go and like it and follow it. Um, so I spoke to her, and she says, "Oh, we don't do book signings in the summer." I said, "It's June." I said, "I waited 6.5 years." I said, "Everybody's kind of waiting." I said, "I'm done. I paid all my bills, laid out all the money for it." And she said, "Oh, the earliest we do it is the last week in September." I said, "All right, what day? Midweek. Okay, fine." I look at the calendar. It's Jacqueline's birthday.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She waited. She wanted it
Right.
on
It
her
was there was a
birthday.
reason it happened,
I have gotten so many signs, and for those of you out there who are struggling, whether it be for any type of illness, please, 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 if you can, read. And I hope this gives you hope, and I hope this gives you some faith that there's they are with us. They are with us always. Um, but again, so I was blown away with that. Totally blown
That
away.
was karma.
It, plus the fact I was blown away. I was signing for over 2 hours. But the point again, the point is to educate professionals, to educate
Doctors, even
doctors. Some of the things that happened to me,
with a doctor or medical.
most of the things unfortunately were not the best, but the few things that were good, the medical people, therapists, they should really, really walk in the shoes of the parents
Right.
because they might save a life. And if I actually thought if I can someday, if somebody says to me, you help me, then who knows what that person will go on to do. Just like I
For
in the
somebody
example,
else. Right.
who
Hmm.
knows what that person will go on to do in their lifetime for their whether it be their family, their child, their neighbor's child, who knows. But to be able to educate and enlighten and to be able to have people have hope.
I turn around. It's a touching story. When you talk about therapists, and I used to get upset because when you're married, what do they tell you to do? Go talk to the priest.
Yeah.
What does a priest know about being married?
Depends. Yeah.
Really, what does he know about? I mean, a
It's
pastor,
true.
yeah, because they're married, but a
Yeah.
priest, you've never been married.
The Catholics tell you
You
to
know what I
do
mean?
that.
Yeah.
So, and I could never understand me talking to someone about my problems where you've never encountered one of them or come across.
Mhm.
You're just watching everybody and telling everybody what they should do.
Yeah. Well,
So
unless they
a lot
have
of
the
times,
knowledge of people
yeah,
they
but you know
but
what? I'm
but
sorry.
actually
You know
walking
what?
in the shoes.
Yeah, you know what? Right now, when
It's
someone loses
it's
a child, I don't understand how. It's like, I always turn around when you go to a wake or a funeral, whatever it is you go to, and you're really sorry. There's not much you can say to comfort. You really can't because there's no words that could bring the person back or whatever. But when you turn around and you lose a child and you sit there and you explain, well, I can say I'm sorry, I've had a lot of friends that have lost children, but I don't know what it's like, so I could never
it's like
walk
I'm
in their
saying
shoes. You know what I mean?
this is raw. I the feedback, the reviews that I have gotten made me cry because I didn't realize that I can be that powerful in writing because that
Right.
wasn't not something I
Right.
went to college
Well,
for.
it was because
But
of what you went through too.
but the thing is, if my goal, my one of my deepest desires is to be able to help others survive the adversity. And a lady even told me recently, she says, this is for anybody facing any type of adversity,
Exactly. Right.
any type of struggle. And I said I didn't really look at it that way, but she was right. She was absolutely right. And it's something that I have to keep promoting as and by your kindness of having the I mean this is my first
Right. Right. Right.
um i- who knows what who knows who it will reach and
Right.
who knows
That's
what
right.
like I said
That's
who
right.
knows what
That's
they will
right.
go on
And
to do.
your world
That's
opens
right.
more and more
That's
as
right.
you talk to more people.
Hmm.
Now, your daughter was beautiful. I
Hmm.
was looking at the pictures that we
Yeah.
posted them up. She's a beautiful girl,
Yeah.
and she looked like she was very happy too. Like like
Hmm.
very very satisfied with the life she had with you, and that's a gift that you gave her. You know what I'm saying? And so that's,
Hmm.
and then when people do read this, and you were saying something to me about when you were employed, how were you employed where employers are not really that flexible at that time years ago? What happened?
Yes. Not only fighting a battle of trying to find a diagnosis. I did have some people who didn't want that type of an employee.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, there's so many different. It's even besides that, there was even in a restaurant an issue that happened in a restaurant. There's just so many different things that
It's
I
where
would take a
yeah,
whole
but
nother
like in other
podcast.
words, sometimes people are not so sweet
It's
and
right.
cruel, and it was embarrassing, something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
that's
was,
hard. That's very hard,
it,
especially when it's your child.
but
Don't go near my kids. Don't talk about my kids. My kids are my kids.
again, it's bringing awareness and please at this time of the year, be generous. Be generous to cerebral palsy Nassau, St. Mary's kids in
Queens,
Bayside,
right? Yeah, I heard of
in
that place.
Bayside,
Yes,
um, uh, Queens cerebral palsy, AHRC.
that's a great
Um,
organization.
I
Yes.
all of these are close to my heart, and they all are hurting at this time of the year, especially with the pandemic. There's been so many um, canceled fundraising events. So again, the CP Nassau, St. Mary's in Bayside, AHRC Brookville, all of these I wrote about, and the dedication of these workers is talking about a blessing, the dedication, and to have peace that you know that your family member is being taken care of with love. There's nothing that can there's no other gift in this world.
Well, that's very true.
So it's it's been a long road.
Well, you look wonderful, and you're
I
doing.
actually could not remember how to put makeup on this morning.
I gotta
I'm
tell you,
telling
you
you,
know
I
what? I gotta tell
could
you.
not remember how to put makeup
I
on
have
this
to tell
morning.
you, know,
You're
mentioned
beautiful.
something to me before, and I used to hustle. I can't believe it.
Oh,
Well, let's
hustle!
talk about the hustle.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm ready
because
to
you know what
hustle.
I mean.
Even though Chubby Checker ruined my knee from the
I
twist,
can't believe that.
but I'm ready to hustle. You know.
So look at
Wow.
this place.
I
This
mean,
is amazing.
when I
Once
have
the
my
COVID is
when I have
over.
my disco night, you definitely have
Oh
to.
yeah,
You
yeah.
definitely
The
have to
problem
come. You're
is,
gonna get tons of people that can
that
hustle.
I really wish I can remember some of the moves. I
Oh,
can't
you're gonna.
remember
It's
all
like
those
riding a
moves.
bicycle.
Yeah, it comes
You
back.
kidding me? It comes back to you. Kidding me?
It definitely comes
And
back.
you know what? There's nothing better. Honestly, I mean, I could hustle like salsa and things like that. Not as well as some of the other guys. Like I learned how to hustle. The only reason why hustling and learning salsa, because well, salsa, when you dance salsa and you're really a good dancer, women wait online for you. It's not even a joke. It's not a joke.
Really?
Because you know what?
I
And I
hear
don't
you.
care what. Listen to me.
Look,
I don't
she
care
was
what.
a partier.
Wait, so
Let me
you
tell
don't care what you care less even what the guy looks
you,
like.
you didn't have to buy
But
them a
he
drink. They just
nothing.
wanted. They
You
just
kidding me?
wanted that.
That's it. It's true. And
I know.
and so
I,
and I turned around and we and just the thought of it, I started learning how to do dance salsa. And I can't do it as well as, of course, the people that grew up in it. And but I mean, I can hold my own. But I
That's
used to love the
interesting.
idea, and that was the reason that motivated me years back. You got to learn to hustle and learn salsa.
So,
It was
what's your
very true,
favorite
though.
song in that era?
You have a favorite band?
Probably
Bee
Donna.
Gees,
Donna
Donna
Summers.
Summer?
Oh,
Yeah,
Donna
yeah.
Summers. She's done. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
but
definitely
I
gonna.
like the
Yeah,
Temptations too. Don't
yeah,
get me wrong. I like.
yeah.
Well, eh, hey, let me,
See, now I would never think that of you when I met you. You know?
So where'd you
it's
grow up? Where'd you grow up?
Brooklyn, Bushwick,
Bushwick?
Brooklyn.
Really? I used to be
Yep.
on Decatur Street. Decatur.
Okay. Okay. We were on DeKalb Avenue and then moved to Irving Avenue. Then when my father retired, we moved out to Franklin Square. So
Okay.
yeah, it's yeah, those are those are
And
the
the
days
Studio
when you can
54
walk
nights.
to grandma's house.
Mm.
Or
That's right.
actually,
Oh yeah, those.
my grandmother had one house that I think 3 or 4 of her children lived in that 6 family house. Oh, those were the days.
And you know what? You sit there, and I remember growing up in a railroad
Oh yeah,
apartment. That's what it was.
yeah.
So when you
They
sit
were
there and you look
popular.
at this, and that's
Yes.
all they had. I mean, they're still there now. And I turn around and I say, look at this. You'd have 50 people in that place when you had a party, and everybody had a good time. Everybody did. Meanwhile, you could probably hold, say, 20 people max, but you had 50, 60 people crammed in. Everybody, the music's going. You have the kitchen, living room, then a bedroom, and then the master bedroom
We
with the
always
door
had,
closed. Yeah, that's
and
it.
the
So,
kids had their table in the
yeah,
other
that's
room.
right. Kids
Or
always had. That's right.
a separate table because you couldn't sit with the
That's right. You can't sit with adults.
And now I
those
see in
days.
the book your pictures on a motorcycle. Is that your husband or a
That's
friend
my
of
husband.
yours?
No, that's my husband
Look
Carl.
at that.
I love
Yeah.
that.
She looks so great. Like she really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
I actually put on a little motorcycle jacket that yeah. I don't know if you're not gonna be able to see these pictures.
It's
Yeah.
great.
But you know what? There's one thing that I always it's become my new saying to
I noticed here that you say communications can be nonverbal and sometimes sealed within, where only two people in the entire world speak the same language.
it's true.
That's an
and
interesting quote, isn't it?
Yeah.
and there's very few. Also, there's very few. This is a shout out to some of Jacqueline's caretakers, Kurt Murgo from CP Nassau, and to Ricky Lyons, who was an AHRC um, caretaker, because not everybody can sense, without without having that verbal interaction.
With the eyes,
So
right?
sometimes you can sense, and I wrote about that too. Sometimes you can sense just by a movement.
Right.
But I do want to read something.
Sure.
While you
Uh,
find that, I'm giving a shout out to Anna. Anae, how are you, hon? Hope everything all is well. Arnold, how you doing? Greg, how you doing, buddy? Stephen Flakes, come on, we got to do something with the Cowboys, my friend. We got to pass the word on. We got to win something. I know I'm dying, and I know you're dying. So, just wanted to give you guys a quick shout out. And Susan Pinky mentions also, what is it? Let's go Giants, please.
Dallas Cowboys. Hey,
Please.
don't be playing with that here.
God.
This is the Dallas Cowboys headquarters.
You kidding me? But
I'm even learning about it a little now, thanks to
yeah.
Greg.
So,
so
man,
I
I'm
wanted.
sorry.
I just wanted. This is one of the quotes that everybody should think about. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places. That's Ernest Hemingway. And I just wish that everyone, whatever struggle you're going through, that you become strong at that broken place. Um, if anybody wants to purchase, it's on Amazon. But if you want to email me, I'm at Special Child Press. Where's my
Yeah, we put
email?
it on there too.
What
for
is
you.
my? Oh,
We
you
put
got
it
it
on,
out
yeah,
there.
Yes.
we
Okay.
put it all out
Mhm.
there for you. But everything's out there.
Okay.
So
Terrific. And just be kind. Be kind to those who are struggling. Be kind to those who have special needs, because it's it's a cruel world out there. And if you
I
can
just like
read,
people to be kind to everybody.
right,
Well,
right,
that's
Not
true.
just with
but
special
even
needs.
that's true. That's true. But even more so because people lose patience.
Well, a
But
lot of people don't. They don't.
they
It's
don't
not that they
understand.
don't care. They have blinders on
Yeah.
sometimes.
You maybe might want to read um, Footprints in the Sand and Heaven's Very Special Child. Also, two poems that are very dear to my heart. Um, but s- if there's anything, um, any type of comments or anything that I can maybe help you with, please reach out. I would love to help anyone who is struggling.
I bet you would have a line of people if you had like a blog where people could write to
Yeah, the
you.
thing is, I don't know. Certain technology is
Yeah, I
is a
know it
little
is
bit
a little. I know, isn't it?
escaping me. I've tried to learn as much as possible, but there's only so much one can do, and
Well,
sometimes you
yeah,
need
you're a
to.
one man band. It's
Yeah,
tough.
it
Yes.
is. Sometimes you do need to have some extra little assistance. So
Was there anything special that happened to you during all this time with your baby? Like something that happened one day that you were like, you know, just made your day. Like you could see something that the connection that she had with you
actually, if you look at that photo with um,
with the things on
with
her
the hearts,
face, the
the little
hearts.
hearts, um, Jacqueline was at the CP Nassau Day program, and they had a family day, and this girl came over, and they had different events, who was being tossed, whoever, different abilities, different things. They put some on people on swings. Oh, that reminds me, I have to tell you about a swing too later. So
What
what
did you
happened
say?
was
What?
swing.
Swing.
Swing, okay.
So what happened was this girl was a painting station and painted these little hearts on her face and on her eyebrows. And I looked at her and I said, "Oh my God, she's got a smile." She had the sweetest smile that I
Oh,
had never, ever, ever
it's
seen.
a great photo.
Never have I took that. I had never seen a smile like that. So she was happy. And what mother doesn't relish her child being happy? She couldn't tell me, but I can see it. I can see in her face. I can see in that little smile, that little Mona Lisa smile, I call it. With her little bit of smile, she was extremely happy.
Wow,
And
that was a good day for you.
yes, it was. It was. It truly was. And anyone who does have someone who is in a wheelchair, I did have there is a handicap swing. You can't, you can't put the wheelchair actually on the swing, but you can put a special needs child. It's at the Garden City South Park on Nassau Boulevard. So if anybody is looking for that, of course not now, probably when it's warmer
Well,
and we
that's
all have
interesting.
Oh, you're talking about the corner park?
the
Yeah,
Garden City
yeah,
South
that's
Park.
right.
There is a handicap swing, and we have a little plaque there as well. So when it gets warmer and everybody's vaccinated, and oh God, this thing has to pass. Um, think about it, and maybe you'll get that little smile when they're
That's a
being
nice
when
idea.
they're being pushed and the breeze is hitting their face.
It's a very nice idea. And when we have our big author launch again next year, because we couldn't do it this
Yeah,
year,
everything's
we may actually
everything.
have it right here. We'll
Okay.
have you be part of it
Okay,
because
that'd be great.
we have like about maybe 10 to 20 authors come,
Wonderful. That'd
and
be wonderful.
it's a fun thing. And we usually have it around Christmas, but unfortunately
Yeah,
we
this
couldn't
is
do it
this
this year.
This is
is
not a
yeah
good
this
year.
was yeah this I couldn't do a lot, and I thank you for inviting me.
Well, we're
or at
happy
least
to
opening
have
my
you.
Yeah,
eyes
that's
to
right. That's
opening
right.
my eyes to this.
And now we
This
have a hustle lady.
right.
You're going to come to the club.
That's right.
She does the
She's gonna give
hustle.
lessons.
I cannot
She's gonna
believe
give dance
this.
lessons.
You would never think it.
That's it.
The way you
buy a book and I'll
That's
give
it.
you
You get a free
I'll
lesson.
give
Buy
you
a book, get a lesson.
and your photo in the book is beautiful. I have it posted on Facebook.
Thank you.
Your hair looks like it was much longer when you had this, or it was just the way you had it.
Yeah, it was longer. The last time I had gotten my hair cut, I said cut as much off because I don't know when I'm going to have an
Well, now you have a
opportunity.
new client. You could go to our client that just
Well,
left.
actually,
Luxurious Beauty.
this was done outside in my backyard
Really?
because we cut as much off because who knows what's going to happen in the
Well,
future.
it's true. Everybody's making all kinds of different ways to keep themselves beautified. And there's nail people that come to your home now. If you ever need a referral, the Breakfast Club, we have tons of referrals
And
for
yes, and
everybody.
thank you both. This is
No,
this
you
is
kidding me?
great.
Thank you
I
for telling
think,
your story.
yeah, it's a great. It was a great
and it's a very
story,
touching story.
and you're a beautiful woman, and you give back, and
Well,
we give back too. We have two things coming up. We have this Saturday. Rescuing Families is going to be outside with
it's a
hot
toy-
chocolate.
toy
They're
is it
collecting
toys?
gifts.
Yes,
And
And
Oh.
then inside we have the Breakfast Club. We're collecting toys for Tots, for Greg's, and
that's great.
thing that he's doing. And then next Tuesday we're collecting hats for a family in Hempstead that Greg is going to find through the
Wonderful.
Kiwanis. We do a
Wonderful.
lot of great stuff, and
That's it.
people come out of the woodwork when you do it. It's kind of nice. So it should be a good weekend coming up. It should be
busy one,
nice.
a very busy one.
Yeah, very busy. And, this is a great location, as you can see, for a party.
Mhm.
So if you ever want to have one of those nice hustle
Yeah,
parties
this-
when everything's back to normal, I
That's
could
right.
see her
beautiful.
doing it, can't you?
Right,
She has that
definitely,
like
definitely.
personality.
Definitely.
You definitely have
No,
personality.
This is I
You
first
seem like
time
you're
here.
the,
This
you're
is
the, you seem like
A
the
life,
of the party.
yeah, exactly.
I don't
Just-
say no,
I-
you're not.
I-
I can tell you are. Stop.
Look at her. She
Don't be shy.
is. She is. She's like, we're Italian.
just
I'm like,
just
yeah,
put that
okay.
music on and I'm out there. I
She
can't.
says,
I just can't. And
I
no
f-
matter. I don't care what happens to the other knee. I don't.
That's it.
I
You
said,
have
if I-
one, that's all you need. Just
Shoot!
one,
If
that's
I
it.
can't dance, or if I can't, then
That's
just
right.
shoot me now.
Well, she said to me when she met me, she goes, I don't know. I think I know you. We're Italian. I'm like, what's the Italian thing? We just get along and we give back. When you
Oh,
give back, you're around people that are great.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
I want to say thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Like I said, if this
Thank you for telling your
reaches
story.
if it reaches one person, and it helps one
That's
person,
right.
that's all. That's all I can. That's all I can hope and pray for.
No, that's a good thing. One person makes a big difference.
Mhm.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
Richard, thanks for watching. Janice Whartonby. I think I pronounced it right, Janice. I kind of
I'm
messed
very
it up
good.
a
Oh,
little
I'm
bit,
terrible with names.
but I
I'm
know
so
I am.
terrible with names.
I am. But anyway, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. And it's about that time. We're going to turn into a pumpkin.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hopefully we'll get to. Definitely, you have to
Go
buy her book. Go on
Amazon.
Amazon or just follow our. Just look on our page, and it'll give you simple instructions on how to get the book.
And
And she'll give you a free dance lesson. A free dance lesson.
She
how to
said it on
hustle.
TV. You
Okay.
said it. There you go.
So you got to get that book. It's a very touching story. And for people who have gone through any kind of disabilities with their children, you'll understand. And only someone that's gone through it could really understand what you're going through if you have one.
Well, that's very true. And
And,
you're going to the Tranquility Spa.
Oh yes, thank you, thank you.
That's one of our great
I
sponsors.
also,
They're wonderful.
if you're local, I do have a few. I can give you an autograph copy.
Good.
Go to my Facebook page or email me at Special Child Press LLC at gmail.com.
Well,
Okay.
Everything's
oh,
in there.
that's terrific.
I only have a few, but I will autograph it. And if
Yes.
it's local, I
You
will.
have to autograph
I-
the book for me.
Yeah,
You have
me
to write
too.
something
I
down,
Yes.
will. I
please.
will deliver if it's local.
Yeah, well, you live in Garden City. She
Oh,
lives
you're
down
right
the
there.
block.
You're right around the corner.
Yep.
You're right around the
She lives
corner.
down
I
the
have a
block.
special pen.
Oh, okay.
So
She has a
anyway,
special
oh,
pen.
you have,
See,
oh, do you?
everybody should have a special pen. I do when I do a book launch day, but otherwise I don't.
So anyway, we want to thank our sponsors, which is Tranquility Spa, located on 700 Franklin Avenue. Definitely a place to get a massage. As a matter of fact, I have to go. It's about that time. I'm a little tensed up, and the holidays coming, so I just need to relax. And I definitely want to do the salt cave. I haven't done that yet.
Yes.
And then Oral Pure for your jewelry needs. Teddy, thank you so much, and Christine for everything you guys do out there. He services the world. I can't even-
Jewelry
for jewelry.
Nation, right?
Right, I'm telling you, he really, really does. And you and Jackson, thank you so much. Prince, didn't forget you. Still got to finish up on my other tax there, killer. Quarterly taxes. Just reminding you. Okay. But and who else do we have to thank? We have to thank our guest. And please pick up this book, Waiting to Hear
Yes.
Mama. All right, a mother's memoir. All right, you can find it on Amazon. Just look on our page, or we have the links that we tied into the feed right here. So, guys, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful week, safe week. Hope to
Yes.
see you in our little dance lessons.
And remember, no matter what you're going through, things could be worse.
I
Very
say that
true.
all the time.
Very true. And
It's
also the luxurious beauty salon that was on
That's
prior
right.
to this morning when she came on. It's a great place. You want
Right down
Botox.
the-
You
right
want
down the block.
your teeth whitened.
There's nothing she doesn't do.
Mink eyelashes.
You want mink eyelashes.
the
you
mink
want your hair
eyelashes.
done.
Yep.
Whatever.
Oh,
Or you want to get your kids to go to school to learn how to do eyelashes.
yeah. We
Yeah.
teach them how to do Botox too at an early age.
Everything. So just look on our
I'm
show.
11 years old practicing on each
And
other now.
she's our neighbor, and she's quite an attractive, beautiful
Yeah, she's a
lady.
very beautiful woman.
So we're
Very
gonna hook up with her again.
So,
So
guys, thank you so much. And it's a
wrap.